Hey, and we're live. Hey, this is BitBanter. Welcome to episode number 2. I'm your host Satish, my good friend Arvin, and we're here to talk crypto. And if you're joining here for the first time, if you haven't seen our first episode, wanted to give you a bit of an intro on our channel. We are crypto enthusiasts. We are eager to chat about all things crypto and blockchain. And in our show, we want to keep you up to speed on the latest crypto news. So if you haven't been tracking the news, you tune in. We'll look at what's the buzz out there in the crypto world. We'll spotlight some really cool tokens, and what you don't get in other channels is the nuts and bolts of the crypto world. Like we love the technology behind blockchain, and if you've seen our previous episode, we try to break it down for you, so you get a little more than just the buzz around crypto. Hey Arvin, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Snowing in Vancouver, so can't complain much. But yeah,
Yeah, Arvin, I don't know if you heard. I saw, I got a lot of comments on our uh, previous episode, and I think some of the segments that we talked about, the tokens and what is a token. That really caught some attention.
yeah. I mean, like it's just learning. We are all learning even today. So this is something I like. I like the space. I like tokens, and I want to see real world assets being tokenized in the future. Yeah, but yeah, we'll keep sharing more on that, and then meme tokens and how these projects can help actually in the adoption. People think it's meme tokens, but it actually brings more people, gets more eyes on the crypto world, and in fact, that actually helps when real projects come in with value. So, in a way, I see meme tokens also as a benefit to the overall industry.
It's what drives the people, at least to talk about it. No, I
Yes.
think it's definitely the I mean, otherwise, folks like me would probably not, living under a rock, may not know what a crypto was. So so hey, without further ado, I'm going to bring up let's take a look at what's buzzing in our um, uh, what's the latest news. If you haven't been following the news on crypto, you're in for a bit of a surprise, because Bitcoin has been rallying, and we are at all-time highs. What do you have to say there, Arvind?
Yeah, yeah, you can. So I think the previous all-time high was $69,000 USD, and I think just for a brief moment yesterday, I believe, 5th of March, I think we topped it at 69,000 and some change. I think 69,150 or something like that. But again,
Wow.
the Bitcoin immediately crashed by like 5 or 10%. I think easily 10%, but it's rallying back up and then it's settling down right now. So
That's really building on the momentum it had the previous on the previous rally. I think it made a lot of buzz, and I think it really got the attention in the media, with you know moms and pops now starting to you
yeah,
know talk crypto, right?
yeah, definitely. And I think that, on the technical side, usually, or this is something we've seen in the history before. Uh, right before the Bitcoin halving, this kind of event happens, right? So usually there is a rally in crypto right before Bitcoin halving event, and the next halving event is roughly about 45 days from now. So sometime in April, maybe end of April. So with that being said, this definitely looks like a rally right before that. But
So
just
so for
yeah,
so educate me here, Arvind. What is halving? What is that?
yeah. So halving is nothing but it's the halving of rewards. So every time a Bitcoin is mined, the person or the computer which mined that particular block is rewarded with some amount of token Bitcoin, right? So um, every so many years or once every so many tokens are minted, uh, what happens is the reward gets halved. So previously, I think it was initially starting at 25 bitcoins. That was a reward, and then it was halved to 12.5, and then it's going to get half from there to 6.25 or whatever. So this continues over time, right? So over time, every after every n number of blocks, the rewards get halved, and so that is that event. You
Okay, I think I'm
see
starting
something
to like
before,
maybe
yeah.
connect the dots here. So it, the end game here is to make sure to make mining bitcoins like not like an endless endeavor, right? It's to cap it at.
At some point in time, but that point in time is not any time in the future. It's probably, I think the prediction was 2120 or whatever. Um,
Okay.
so
So you
we
got
got a
some
good,
ways to go.
good 100 years before um, that happens. But when you think about it, when the first time the halving happened, one Bitcoin was probably $100 or $200, right? Um, and consistently with every halving, the value of Bitcoin has blown up easily 5x to 10x. Today, if you even mine a block, and let's say you're only getting one Bitcoin at some point in time, maybe that time when that time happens, one single Bitcoin's value would have been around, maybe would be in the future around $1 million. So that is very intentional, I think, when the reward system was set up, which is still amazing how somebody thought of this when they wrote the white paper.
Yeah, that's really clever. So I know they're saying here that we are going up to 150K this time. If you want to follow this news, it's on CoinDesk. They're predicting Bitcoin surging to 150K for 2024. Well, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think we'll get that far?
Um, I don't know if it'll go that long, to be very honest. But what I use, price analysis to see how far things can go, and Fibonacci series. I don't know. Can I share my screen?
Yeah. Do you have something we can look at?
Yeah. So let's see. Share screen. Uh, yeah. Okay. Uh, let me go. So let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yep, uh, I can see it.
Yeah. So I usually use Fibonacci retracements to see how far things go. So if I drag something like this, so usually when rallies happen, they happen around an equilibrium. So right now you can see that when the previous high was hit, it was roughly around $69,000. So that from the previous low, and if you mark the $69,000, I would expect Bitcoin to go twice as much from the previous rally.
Hmm.
So low to high. So that would be anywhere around $100,000, um, right? So yeah. So my prediction there could be, if you consider this particular rally right here, it could be 100,000, or if you extend this rally all the way to this particular low, um, this could be anywhere between. So my prediction is, I think it's pretty close when they say 150. So my expectation is it will go anywhere from 100 to $113,000. So it's a little conservative than what they have predicted, but I think, I might close out my positions. And again, this is not for financial advice to anyone, but I might close out my positions if we cross 100 to $115,000. That's where I will probably call it quit.
Fair enough. I'll take 100K any day. Yeah,
How
that's
do I stop? Okay.
that's. So hey, that's that's what everyone's talking about. Bitcoin hitting these highs now, and don't be surprised if your mailman comes up and asks you about where the Bitcoin price is at, because it's really everywhere. Like everyone's really caught on to this, because I mean, I'll tell you, like the first time I bought a Bitcoin, I had to really, uh, it was so hard to have that conversation. No one had heard of the term, let alone find out how to go mine a Bitcoin or invest in there. So it's definitely catching on.
Yeah. So true.
So let's. Do you think we can go over to the next segment of our
Yeah.
podcast? I know you had shared a couple of rallying meme coins. Um, uh,
Yeah.
this one's a really
I
fun
think this
one.
was very interesting.
Go
Yeah.
ahead,
Is it okay if I show? Yeah.
go for it.
Let's see. Share screen. I'm struggling for a bit there. Yeah, I just want to, I wanted to see where, some of these coins are in the top 10, and then see if we could make some sense out of what's happening, right? Uh, are you able to see my screen?
It's coming up. Hey, sorry.
Yeah, I was just trying to share coin market cap, and as you can see here, the top 10 cryptocurrencies today, uh, Bitcoin being the first, and one of the surprise entrants into this top 10 was the Shiba Inu, which has rallied up to the 10th place. This was due to a rally when Bitcoin was hitting all-time high. That particular day, Shiba Inu token rallied close to 200%, right?
Wow.
And it is. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just I was shocked. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I didn't see that
we can
earlier.
see here
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, the overall market cap for this particular token right now is around $20 billion, right? So this is to say there is a lot of work being done in this particular ecosystem. What started as a meme coin, they have figured out a lot of ways to reduce the supply, and I believe that is probably being the cost to the increased valuations here. Um, there was even a tweet that was shared by the lead developer of the Shiba Inu community, and he was sharing the link where they had a path to $100 billion in market cap for this particular token, right?
Wow.
Which means that's 5x from here, right? Let's assume this, if you round this off to 20 billion, that's 5x the value today. And today you can see that there are very few tokens which are over $100 billion. There are, in fact, only three. So there's obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then the and Tether token, which has crossed $100 billion in market value. And for Shiba Inu to get there, that'll be quite a run. And but again, these are meme coins. They can move very fast. So be advised before you think if you want to invest on this. So,
Yeah, and that's actually more reason you should tune in to the podcast, because we are going to keep an eye on this, and we'll be talking about movement on all these meme coins tokens. A quick question here, Arvind. The Shiba Inu, that's built on the Ethereum um,
layer.
blockchain, correct?
Yes, correct. So Shiba Inu is a layer two protocol, which is built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. And this is a good time to segue. There are a lot more fun meme tokens being built on the Solana blockchain, and they are catching steam more recently. The specific most crazy one is called Bonk, which is again another dog themed coin, but even that is not the surprise one, right? Bonk is right now around $2 billion in market cap, and expect this to rally way more. I think this token has potential to even get to $20 billion. Who knows, right? But there is this other one which is called Dog with Hat.
I actually have that. That up here. So Arvind shared that with me before the podcast, and he's like, "We must cover this. This is absolutely crazy." So, Arvind, what's the story behind this one?
Yeah, I mean, like it's just a dog with a hat, as the website says. I don't know if you have the website open, or I can share it.
I do. Let me pull that up. There you
Yeah.
go.
So this is literally what it says: a dog with a hat, and yeah. So this token right now is worth less than just a shy of $2 billion
Wow.
in market cap, right? So it is unbelievable how these meme tokens come into existence, what people think before launching some of these, and how people rally behind something like this, right? The whole community behind these tokens. So yeah.
So if I wanted to buy this token, um,
Very
because
good.
I've typically bought on, like, Coinbase, Binance. Is there something?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah. So there are two kinds of exchanges. There is the centralized exchanges, which like Binance and Coinbase, where you can actually use your fiat currency like USD or Canadian dollars or whatever, and then buy your tokens. And then there's also the decentralized exchanges where you can use one token to swap it for another token, right? So usually tokens such as these are initially listed in decentralized exchanges, and I believe Radium or Uniswap are some of the most there's one called Sushi Swap.
I've
There are
seen that one.
multiple swapping exchanges where you can go ahead and buy these tokens. I think for any Solana ecosystem tokens, I think they're first very immediately listed on the Radium exchange. And Bonk is already listed in Coinbase. So it has come a long way. Bonk didn't come in existence today. It's been there for about over a year, maybe a little more than that. So very recently, a few months ago, Coinbase listed it on their exchange. So Bonk is available more widely.
I think I have some questions on how, the origin story behind tokens. Are they all just, someone who woke up one day and said, you know, I'm going to make a coin, a token dedicated to my pet, or
Yeah, I
uh,
mean, like they're so true. That is so true, right? I mean, there are a bunch of tokens like that today. I think gaming plays a huge part in this industry, and a lot of tokens, a lot of fun tokens came into existence because they were associated with gaming and art, NFT arts. But at some point in time, somebody just wants to test a token, and they probably just did that. We could try something like that if we wanted to.
Are you
You know,
serious?
let's put a token in this podcast maybe.
Oh
Um,
yeah. How
it's
long do
not,
you think that would like? What does it take
yeah,
to launch a new token?
yeah. If we wanted to, we can test it out right with the Solana. Solana is much cheaper to launch a token. Like if you do it on the Ethereum platform, you might have to play at least one ether, which could be around $3,000 or 4,000 today, based on today's price. If it's Solana, you can just do it with two or three Solanas, which is probably like 300 to 400 bucks. But yeah, we can give it a shot.
Yeah, that would be
And
awesome.
if we have 30 minutes and three Solanas, we can do it.
You should be. I mean, I think we should let people know that uh Arvind has already launched a couple of tokens. There's He's working on one that's um uh, called Sled. Yeah. Do you want to give us like a quick summary on Sled?
Yeah, sure. My thought process was, I've been following all these recent events on Uber drivers requesting to, increase the pay that they are getting, more benefits from Uber, and things like that. So I felt like decentralization could play a huge part in this, where we could essentially eliminate a platform fee. Uber and Lyft charge about 25%, on each ride. And I felt like that is a fee which is very expensive. This makes the ride expensive, and then the amount of money that the drivers make is also less. So what if we essentially eliminate that platform fee and build a token which can be used to reduce the cost of overall rides that people take. So yeah, I was thinking of this idea, wrote a small white paper, and then launched a website where I'm thinking of launching a pre-sale. It's sled.today. That's the website. So
We'll post that in the description so you guys can absolutely go take a look. And if you missed our previous episode, Arvin broke down like what why crypto. He gave there was a really good example he gave on how tokens interact with the underlying blockchain and how this is making such innovations in payment technologies possible. So definitely go check that out. And so Arvind, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Do you think we're ready for like a live token launch on our next podcast?
why not? I mean, like, I have a lab, so we can create the next dog themed token, and then give it a shot.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, this is I mean, this we certainly want to uh, build the excitement around crypto, and I think the more people are empowered and learn the technology, I think it would naturally start um, uh, help everyone to gather and amalgamate around that. Uh so uh, so with I think with that, Aaron, I think I'm going to call it on our podcast, on our episode today. This was really insightful. Thanks for sharing all the uh, details. So any last comments before we wrap it up?
No, I mean, like, let's see what we can build tomorrow. Maybe we can use a little bit of ChatGPT's help, get some images out, and then launch a website and see if we can get a token in 15, 20 minutes, and we'll see where it goes.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm all jittery now. Okay, so hey, you guys don't want to miss our next episode. Why? Because we're doing something super exciting. We're launching a brand new token live on this podcast. So Arvin's gonna walk us through step by step, and you can follow along. So make sure you join us. It is going to be epic. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Drop us a like. Check out the links in our description. Stay curious, stay curious, stay crypto. Catch you guys in the next one.
Thank you.
See you, Arlen.
See you.